it's verified. I'm live. It's happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Dork Side, the live Dork Side. I'm coming to you direct live from my garage, as I like to do every Friday night for the last 3 Friday nights. Why is the door still open?
We wanted to see something.
Oh, what's weird? You guys are weird. I'm being spied on by my family. But I have incredible news for all of you, all 4 of you that are watching right now. Tonight is the first night I'm welcoming a guest star, and you know this, you know him well. It is the one, the only, the infamous Ducfan. Ducfan will be joining us in the chair tonight. Yes, he doesn't have a head though. Hello, Jay Pauly, Aaron, Rookie Rides. Everybody say hello to Ducfan. Ducfan is here. He's joined us.
I am here.
He's tall. He's in a much taller chair than me. He's much less comfortable than I am in his taller chair. But my dog
taller
is...
chair.
Yeah.
I'll slouch. It's okay.
It's you. It's a funky angle is really what it's about, I think, is the problem. Yeah. So how are you guys tonight? What are you up to? Hello from Ohio. Hi, Matthew. Hunting Fishing, good to see you. Thank you for the questions. This dog, I'm telling you, this dog. Rookie Ride says, hello, Ducfan. You can pull up the chat on your phone if you wanted to have it like right in front of you. You could do that.
I'd have to take my gloves off.
Well, your gloves aren't touchscreen compatible?
No.
No. What the hell?
They are made, though, of dead kangaroos, I think.
Dead kangaroo leather is the best leather.
Though it could be donors.
Hey, Prion Corn.
Kangaroo.
Yeah, it's D&D, Dork and Duck. Hey, Critter. Jay Pauly says, hey, Duck fan. Hello from Connecticut. You guys are all over the place. That's awesome. We are broadcasting live all across America and really the world because Critter is in Vancouver, Canada. Or, yeah, Vancouver, BC.
That makes it international.
Mm-hmm.
I may have... I thought it was going to be a little warmer in here.
Lay down, dog.
I'm having some fogging issues.
Are you having some fogging issues?
I am.
Well, you need a pin lock visor.
They don't make pin lock visors that have the tint to them.
It's actually quite cold out here. I think that's the problem because you're breathing. So if you could just stop doing that, you'd probably be a lot better off.
I'll work on that.
It's in a rye helmet. That's the problem.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hunting Fishing is concerned you won't be able to drink whiskey through the helmet.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
No? He's a professional.
Yeah.
He's a professional.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone. Real professional.
Mm-hmm.
London, UK. Hey, Darren. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. I'm enjoying some delicious Elijah Craig small batch tonight. This is one of my favorite low-cost whiskeys. You get this pretty cheap from... the price on this on Flaviar is like... seriously like $19 a bottle, but it's like $30, $35 if you buy it in the liquor store here. Hey, Paul. Yeah, at some point I'm going to have to replace the dog with the laptop so that I could read the chat better, but it's cool. It's cool. So what do you want to do first? Do you want to... so we're going to look at some of my favorite comments from this week.
That sounds good.
Or we could answer questions.
First, I don't like that I'm sitting over here on the side like some kind of sidekick.
I'm sorry. Where would you like to be? Do you want to sit on my lap?
A little bit more central.
Right, but whenever I don't have the Africa Twin in the video, everyone asks me if I got rid of it.
Oh.
So
that sounds like something you would do.
I want it to. This is going to sound dumb considering that you're sitting right there, but I want you to be able to like come right in, and it's obvious that this is a motorcycle-related channel because look at all the motorcycles.
Okay.
I realize that would actually happen with someone wearing a helmet, but
okay, I get that.
Matthew, Knob Creek is one of my favorites. Prion Corn, you're having Jack and orange soda? That sounds like something Ducfan would drink while we're camping.
Orange soda? What kind of orange soda?
Can you guys hear him okay? Is he muffled at all? What is it? Orange Crush? Is that the Stig's Ducfanning cousin? Yeah, props. Are you the Stig? Are you guys related?
I do talk though.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
There is that. Uh-oh, Critter Moto thinks you're the sidekick. This Chewbacca's the sidekick. He's the sidekick. So do you want to do questions or do you want to look at comments first?
Either way.
Let's do a few questions because I got a few good ones. I'm gonna pull them up on the old phone. Only one person responded to my request for questions on Instagram. So if y'all aren't following me on Instagram, Y'all should do that.
This does not work as well as I hoped it would.
Are you choking right now? SodaStream orange soda, rad. But I got a few of you leaving questions on the community post on the channel, and if you didn't, of course, you can always put them in. They say they can hear you, but it kind of sounds like you're wearing a helmet.
Well, I don't know how else to be safe. So
it's true. Ducfan, when you say "atgat" to Ducfan, he means all the time. Serious. All the gear, all the time, even in the garage.
What else would it mean?
Yeah, it is pretty black and white, I feel like.
Right, it's not all the gear some of the time.
Yeah, right. Or most of the time. Or just like super frequently, right?
I'm not a squid. What is this?
It's true. He doesn't even squid in the garage. It's very possible.
Yeah.
Very impossible.
I don't have any knee pads in my jeans at the moment, so I kind of like to live dangerously.
It's true. Those are not riding jeans, so you are wearing boots, but not riding boots.
I am wearing boots.
All right. Let me see. So here's this one's for you because it's from Ducky62. Oh. So you guys might be related.
Probably.
I think that's really potentially possible. Ducky would like you to describe trail braking.
Like snow or...
I think it's actually when you drag the rear brake for stability at slow speeds.
Not like literally braking a trail.
No, and not like braking while riding on the trail, but rather, I think I just described it.
Yeah. Okay. Because braking a trail is very different from trail braking, but that's where my mind went.
Yeah.
First of all.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot really to...
I feel like I covered it.
Yeah. I used to think, though, that you only trail brake with the rear brake, and that's not true. You can trail brake with either brake.
It's not a trail brake, though, because it's not behind you.
True, but it's still... You can trail brake with the front.
Interesting. I
think it's supposed to make the suspension compress in the front, which makes it so you can turn sharper, because it changes your steering angle.
That's actually a good answer. I was not expecting an actual good answer. No, nothing personal. But
I haven't had too many of these yet.
Yeah, they'll get a little ridiculous in a while. Interesting fact though on the Africa Twin DCT, because
this is really hard to do.
Yeah, did you think it wouldn't be? Can you put it in through the top, like drink it through your nose? On the DCT, because you don't have a clutch for fine control. There's a minimum speed, and so you have to use the rear brake in order to go at slow speeds, super slow speeds. So that I don't know how I feel about the DCT. I would like to ride one, but I don't think I would like to own one. Oh, no problem, Ducky. Ducky's here. Yeah, we're not experts on this particular technique, but that's my understanding of it. I meant to Google it for you between then and now, and I didn't actually do that. So.
I don't like trail braking as a general rule, because anything that you do that adds that, it takes away from your potential total traction. But you don't trail brake on a racetrack or anything anyway. So it's not like you're gonna. If you need to slow down in a corner, it's better to do that than to not. Mm-hmm. Probably.
Is Ducfan protecting his identity or himself from the coronavirus? It's interesting that you ask, Hobbs, because I'm getting a Chinese motorcycle, and so he's very concerned.
Exactly.
And so he feels as though he needs to be protected. Thanks, Stephen Bluminger. Here's the thing. Those alerts go off whether or not they're watching the live right now. So I probably should turn him off, but he may have just been watching a random video. I don't know if he's here. But go subs. Oh. But anyway, yes, I'm receiving a Chinese motorcycle next week. Next week it's coming, so that's pretty exciting. All right, Ducky actually had two more questions. Ducky says, I have a CRF250L. How much weight is too much for moto camping? I have two answers for you. Because my understanding is that the max weight for a 250L is somewhere around 350, I think. I want to say 320 to 350. And that's with the rider. So the technical answer is however much 350 pounds minus however much you weigh, that's how much you can put on the bike. But I used to weigh almost that by myself, and I rode that thing with stuff on it all the time. So it depends on what you're doing. You got to think about that max weight as like if you're going to be actually using the suspension a lot and maybe doing some trail ridey stuff. If you're going to be on the road just trying to get there and then unload and then go do that stuff, I feel like you can put a little bit more on as long as it's not for a long period of time. Yeah, and you crank the suspension down.
The CRF and the WR both have a solid steel subframe. So because they're designed to carry a passenger. So I doubt that a sleeping bag or something is going to be too much for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
unless you weigh like 650.
I think the limit is what you'll be able to get on the bike because it's so narrow. Like, unless you're a master of stacking, and Critter is really good at stacking crap on the back of his CRF, although he doesn't need to anymore because he got the panniers. But I think you'll probably fine, just don't go crazy. But that around 300 and something pounds. Average weight when moto camping is the weight of all your gear. I don't know what else. I mean, I don't know. Depends on how much you weigh. Whoa, thanks, Chris. The biggest thing, the biggest weight on your bike is the rider. Everything else is just gravy.
Yeah, and I mean, most moto camping gear is comparable, probably a little bit heavier than backpacking gear.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if it's too much to carry on your back, so for me, the weight limit would probably be 450, 500. You know, I could
right.
strap it on.
Right. I have a legitimate question. What's a good way to practice counter steering? Personally, I like it to do it on a corner that I know incredibly well, and preferably one that I've already ridden that day, and really, really consciously think about pushing on the inside bar. Like, really think about it and leaning into the corner and keeping your body vertical, or not vertical, but on top of the bike as it leans, like, and then just gradually take that corner a few more times a little faster. And I like it when it's a long sweeping corner, preferably without a lot of traffic. But I'm not a huge like push it on the street guy, but I'd like to sometimes. I've been really enjoying seeing how far I can lean the twin over, and surprisingly far actually. But I think for me it's about, when I think about counter steering, it's about consciously pushing on the inside bar. I have to literally do it. Like, literally push on it and trust that it'll do the thing. So, what do you think, Ducfan?
Well, I have a little bit different answer. Because you have to counter steer to make a bike go around a corner at more than 20-ish miles an hour. I don't know exactly when it kicks in. No. But you have to. If you're not, or if you think you're not, you are. Because you cannot turn, like on a bicycle, you can't not counter steer and go around a corner at any kind of real speed.
Uh-huh.
So it's, I don't know. I mean, you can practice thinking about it consciously. I saw a video. There's a book called Twist of the Wrist.
Yeah. If you haven't watched the cheesiest instructional video of all time.
It's cheesy, but there's a video of this guy going around a corner, and he's literally holding the handlebars like just with his two fingertips and just kind of pushing, and his other hand isn't even on the handlebars, and the bike just does its thing. So you just have to initiate that lean, and it'll go.
Mm-hmm.
If you're, I don't know. Is that fair to say? If you think you're not counter steering, then you just don't know what it feels like. Like, it's
at a certain speed, right? You are doing it. It's counterintuitive,
right?
But if you're leaning into a corner, you're counter steering. I'm gonna catch up. Put my dust boxes on my rally last weekend, and without me on it, it's compressed a lot. Yeah, Corn, you gotta crank that preload up, which is a real pain in the ass on the 250L. I haven't actually managed to get it done on mine. Is Ducfan wearing a tinfoil hat under the helmet to keep us from tracking him? No comment.
I'm not gonna tell him.
He's wearing a surgical mask.
Yeah.
Hey Kelly, you didn't miss much except Ducfan's here. Hey, cheers to Kelly. And Ducfan is answering. We're answering questions from the Q&A. A few people submitted questions. Dual Sport Rider, what sort of tires are you running on the Africa Twin? I assume they were the ones it came with from the guy before. Opinions, plans for a future set? So I got this guy, like, Mike, if you're watching, you're amazing. But this bike is so, it's set up with everything I wanted. Like, right down to new, like there was a couple 100 miles on these tires. They still have the nubbies on them. You probably can't see it. But these are Mitas EO7s, which are the exact tires I was thinking about getting if I got an adventure bike because Brett from MotoTrek said they're the best 50/50 tire he's ever used. Lemmy from Revzilla gave them a really, really good review. They're really good. Supposedly really good. I said really good like 16 times. They're very good tires. They do really well off-road, but they're very comfortable on the road in my experience. So these are the Conti TKC 80s is what I would have gone with. And the Contis, they wear down. You only get a couple thousand miles if you're lucky out of the rear, from what I've been told. So, I'll get probably a year or two. I'll probably get 2 years out of these tires, easy. Maybe 3 out of the front, and then we'll see. Because by then I'll know how much I like them. So if I like them, I'll just get more EO7s, and if I don't, I might get the Contis. What do you think, Ducfan?
I think what are the Contis? TKC?
Yeah, TKC 80s.
The TKC 80s are what come on the KTM 1290 Super Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I think, though they have changed once in a while. I think either of those tires is an excellent choice for this kind of bike.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a huge tire snob. I have no problem changing tires because I want to. So getting a couple thousand miles out of a tire, it seems good enough to me.
Right. Well, and I'm all about. I don't need to push it on the road on my adventure bike or my dual sport bike. So I'm all about sacrificing road handling for better performance off road. Knowing that if I see some mud, I can get through it and not have to be like, crap, my 50/50 tires. So that's why the Contis, because they're more of an 80/20, I feel like, were something that appealed to me.
Mm.
But these are real. I mean, they're supposed to be real good. So they've been good so far. Find a good beach. When's Ducfan getting an adventure bike? That's a great question that I've been asking him myself.
So, was it 2 weeks ago or last weekend? I think it was 2 weekends ago. I actually went and test rode a couple of different adventure bikes. I have ridden Dork's Africa Twin, that one, and
Toto.
So I decided I needed to try something else.
Hey, Sam.
Before I would make a purchase, I would need to go ride Ducati's big Multistrada, the 1260.
Is that not what they had at Power when you were there?
That was a 1200,
Oh.
which was the older. It's also a Multistrada, but the older.
You should have ridden the Tenere they have there. They have like a 2015. It's like $7,000.
Yeah, and I like Yamahas, but I don't know. The Tenere doesn't really do it for me. I'm not sure why. I've never ridden one, so I probably should ride one.
Seems
If
really
I'm going to
big,
drop
I'll
that
tell you
kind
that.
of money, I might as well give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
But I did ride the KTM
Hey, Cab. Sorry, I did see you.
790 Adventure R and the KTM 1290 Adventure R. I wanted to ride the Adventure S, the big one, but they didn't have one ready to go. I don't know. This is probably a whole other video just talking about those bikes.
Well, I tried to get him to make a video while he was test riding them, and he didn't. He forgot his mic adapter. So.
Yeah, it's $4 piece that keeps me from making videos.
We need more Ducfan views because like his Ducati video has seriously like 7,000 or 8,000 views. Oh, excuse me. Okay, good questions for you. Hey Cap, good to see you. Richard Wood says you look very uncomfortable sitting in the garage all geared up. Ducfan likes to look good. He just likes to look good.
I don't understand.
I know. It's like we said all the time. Like this is what he wears when he's in bed with his wife. These are his pajamas, basically.
This is nicely broken in. It fits like second skin.
Yeah, it's Vanson, so it's like very expensive. Very nice. Rookie Rides would like to know what you ride.
What I ride?
Yeah.
I don't want to make a joke there.
I know. Well, it's not.
Your mama.
Oh God. He's not as funny as he thinks he is. What motorcycle do you ride?
Oh, currently in my garage I have my dual sport is a Yamaha WR250R, and my street bike is a 1995 Ducati Super Sport 900 SSSP.
And he did a video
And of
on
course
it,
it's red because
which if you right.
Ducati.
If you look at my old videos, there's a guest video from Ducfan on his Ducati, and a bunch of videos of us riding. The last one of us riding together on the dual sports, I think, was the trail riding video. Cap, I'm still running the OEM tires on my Rally since I've only 2,500 miles on them. Cap, is that the IRCs? Is it the same IRCs on the Rally? Because I really hated those. Pre-owned, it was a 1,200 because there's no 700 Tenares to ride right now, at least not around here.
Not in the States, because reasons.
Shinko 705 is a good tire. Hey, Michael. Tenere is kind of bland and stylish. You're talking about the big Tenere? Yeah, I think the Tenere 700 is very distinctive looking. Looks awesome. One of the guys in OBDR rides his KTM 1290 like a big dirt bike. It's crazy what skills on the big bike look like. Yeah, I'll never get to do that. Rookie Rides would like you to know that their mom is dead, so way to make that joke. Yeah, you're a jerk.
You know.
It's time to sit down. Doing great job. Picked up a 250L. What tires do you run on yours? I run a Dunlop D606 on the rear and a Pirelli MT21 on the front. Ducfan, you have Pirellis on both front and rear, right?
Yeah, I like Pirellis.
Although one of his I don't think is actually a dot tire.
No, my rear tire is a straight up motocross tire.
It's like an MT something else, right?
Yeah, the front is not. It's not the same as yours. It's not a 21, maybe a 27.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making that up. It sounds right, but I obviously don't have it in front of me to look at right now.
Still a bunch of great deals out there on new ATs. Yeah, there's a bunch of leftover like 2017s around here.
That's what happens when they make like a version 2.1.
Cab would like us to discuss riding jackets and leggings. Okay, we can do that.
Leggings?
Well, I think it means riding pants. Just got a set of Tusk Enduro tires for my 250L, but not installed yet. Please let me know how they are, because I think they look really awesome. Captain Sam is still running the IRCs. Yeah, I'm actually trying to give away mine off mine. A couple people asked if you have an Instagram or a YouTube channel, because they want to see pictures of your bikes.
I mean, technically, yes, but I'm not active.
Yeah, he doesn't. He should post more because he's quite the personality, I think. But you can see a lot of Ducfan on my channel if you scroll back. In fact, I was rewatching our first ride together video, the one where I'm flipping you off in the thumbnail. That one is really funny. There's some funny stuff back in the day. So what, Cab? What specifically about riding? You want us to talk about the riding jackets and pants that we wear, or something specific you want to know? Pre-owned Corn said you should try the Tenere 1200. I think you should too. Solis Man, I mounted a set of Metzler mid hards on my XR400. Can't wait for fire roads. Yeah, Solis Man is the one that gave me the beer sticker, by the way. He sent that to me. So, also, I know a few of you have YouTube channels. Mainstream, Solis Man, Critter. Shout yourself out. Tell people to subscribe to you right now. Definitely say that, so people know. I spent so much money on all the other upgrades that I'm waiting on the tires. I like the Shinkos, but they are aggressive. I like aggressive. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find Ducfan's channel, and I can't find it. Is there something I can search for to find it? Seems like a cool guy. One, he's got you fooled, Mainstream Moto. And two, he does not have a YouTube channel. He just guest appears on mine.
Well, I mean, I do technically have a channel.
Well, you never posted a video.
Yeah. My Face ID is not working. I can't get my phone to turn on.
It's because you didn't set it up while you were wearing the helmet, so you must not be at GAT all the time.
I have to push in the number.
Unbelievable.
Like a caveman.
You are. I know. It's next we send in telegraphs. Yeah, Sam. Oh God, I have a video of riding on the sand with those stock IRCs, and they are garbage.
Oh yeah, at
up at San Am.
San Am Pass.
They just dig. That's all they do. That was not a good day. I would like to go back now that I have decent tires. Have I ordered a new pair of riding pants since the others leaked? I haven't. My plan is to get the Alpine Stars pants that go with the jacket I have, the Andes V2. I emailed Icon. You guys know that I've worked with them before, and I asked, I was like, hey, you guys just came out with new Raiden stuff. That's awesome. I'd love to test it, but I haven't heard anything. So I was kind of secretly hoping that they might send me a set of that to wear, but it's been a couple weeks. So, but that's my plan, is to get the Andes V2 because I'm really impressed with the jacket. Same here in San Diego area. 2017 red and black ATs, several at $99.99. Yep. Does either of you have any experience with auto clutch? Explain the difference between that and the DCT, please. I have no experience with either one of those things.
Like a Recluse clutch?
Yeah, I'm going to assume that. Actually, that's not true. I do have experience with an auto clutch because Lil Dork's CRF110 is right there. That's the only auto clutch I've ridden. DCT is it's an interesting design because it stands for dual clutch transmission, and so it's constantly about to shift for you, and it's got two clutches and two sets of gears. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy.
So the Recluse clutch works on centrifugal force.
Interesting.
I can't like push my glasses up against my
he's,
my nose.
he's trying to get all physicsy on you guys.
Mm-hmm. They're actually pretty slick. I personally think the Recluse on a trail would be kind of awesome on like a tight trail where that way you could just focus on gas and brakes. But I don't know. It kind of
really like.
I'd give it a try, but it kind of weirds me out.
I mean, there are people that like them. Duck fans. Duck is the Oregon Stig, thus the jeans and black jacket. Yeah, I think that's good. Duck fan's outfit is very Oregon State. He doesn't want to hear that shit because
Oregon,
he went to
what?
He went to U of O. He's not like us, Solis. He's not a beaver like us. He's got a drink right here. It's good. Dork, planning on riding any of the... He's doing it. Don't do that in my garage. Planning on riding any of the backcountry roads. Planning on doing a section this summer. Are you going to do a section, Richard? I've been thinking about... I would like to do a section. I would like to get on section 3 at Hoodoo and ride down to... I think it's 5 that goes over to the coast and then just up the coast and home. That would be interesting.
I'm getting cat fur in my mouth from my stupid microphone thing.
Oh, from your dead cat?
Dead cat, that's it.
Yeah, Ducky, this is Chewbacca. He's an idiot. Yeah, Sam, I love those Raiden jackets. I think they're bomb. Ducks are very into hippie lettuce. No bourbon needed. This one drinks a lot more than he does the other thing. Yeah, hit that like button. Thanks, Kelly. Yep, best rain protection and warmest gear for the coldest weather. Easiest to get on and off when temperature soars. Most comfortable. Any distinction to look out for? You mean it in terms of... what I've learned is don't trust... You can't trust anything to be fully waterproof that isn't, like, nice. So, even my Tourmaster... About those Tourmaster Cold Tex 3 gloves, they're very warm, but they're not actually waterproof. They're super water resistant, but my hands got cold on that super rainy day ride. They got very numb. And same with my built waterproof pants. So you really, if you want true waterproofing, you kind of need to look for Gore-Tex or something that's similar, I think. So you get what you pay for. And the Alpine Stars has kept me reasonably dry.
I would say that anything Gore-Tex is a safe but very expensive bet. Mm-hmm. But that most of the big companies have their own version. They don't pay for the trademark, but like Dainese has like a Hydrotech or I don't.
Yeah, Alpine Stars is Dry Star. Their Dry Star technology.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's if they're bragging about it and it's an expensive jacket, it's probably a safe bet.
I've worn my Tourmaster Transition 4 in a downpour and didn't get wet. So I don't know why the gloves leak, but my jacket never did. But I just think you need to... Unfortunately, you can't do bottom of the barrel and get actual waterproof gear. And that sucks because I like to spend less money and show you guys how to get in, not have to spend a fortune. But if you're going to ride... And I'm only talking about like a torrential downpour like I was in that last video. Because in light rain or even in snow, my built pants are fine. But when I'm like sitting in water, that kind of thing, they don't do the job. Are both of us educators? Yes, that's actually how we met. I'm drinking, this is Elijah Craig Small Batch tonight. One of my favorite low cost, budget, but really, really good, really flavorful bourbons. Oregon Platypus. Are you a platypus hunting fishing? We somehow managed to stay friends, even though he and his wife are both from U of O, and my wife and I both went to OSU.
We just don't talk about, the results of sporting contests, that sort of thing.
Plus, because we rarely win. Go Beavs, great baseball program. Hell yeah. Just upgraded to a Climb Carlsbad. I can attest you get what you pay for. Yeah, that's a nice set of gear. Someday. Climb. Hey, Climb. You want to send me some gear? Because I'll wear it. That'd be rad, but for sure. Climb Powercross work amazing for waterproofing. Yep. Oregon Rain will test any manufacturer's waterproof claims. Hell yes, it will. So, at least, man, you're going to be at Giant Loop? Rad. Yeah, guys, 2 things, actually, to keep in mind. One, if you haven't signed up for the Giant Loop ride, I will be there. Can I tell them why you're not going to be there?
Yeah.
Ducfan won't be there because he is actually going to be a dad. He's becoming a dad in June this year. So his firstborn will be born right around then. So he won't be at the ride. But I'll see you there. And 2, if you haven't yet, I have a contest running right now for a Giant Loop 1-gallon gas bag, which if I didn't have a sleeping dog on my lap, I would get and show you. But if you're interested in entering to win that or the handlebar bag from Giant Loop, go to the contest video. Just check out my videos. It's like 4 videos ago. You have to answer the question in the video to enter. I'm going to draw that winner on Thursday and announce it on next week's live stream. So I'll announce the winners then. So it'll be rad. Ryan49 did a video on Gore-Tex. It was insane. Stuff is true waterproof, expensive, worth it. Yep. Ducfan is not coming to the Giant Loop Rally. Hello, Delta Scout. Hoping to see more moto camping content this year. Riding, camping, moto camping gear reviews, plus some Oregon waterfalls. We get a lot of waterfalls. I ordered a sleeping pad today, Dual Sport Rider, because I don't have an insulated one, and I would like to get out this spring and try some camping, not wait for the summertime. So I got an insulated, got a Big Agnes. It's a REI clearance going on right now, if you guys haven't seen that. It's coming. So that's all I need for cold weather camping, as long as I can find a place where I can get some firewood. Did not know that. My wife is a math teacher. They helped me get through college after the Army. Yeah, good. Awesome. Get a loan for that climb gear. I know. Why is it always $1,000? D. Myers would like to know if your wife knows that you're becoming a father.
I think so. That would explain why she's been so complainy recently.
Oh, we should tell her. We should tell her on camera.
Oh.
It is his first kid.
Yeah.
Lots of congrats. Lots of dads are congratulating you. Alias Incognito, how are you? Yeah, I honestly, that bag is spendy. I'm not going to disagree with you, but I think it's a really great product. And like I said, with my discount, it's $135. And if you buy a Rotopax and a mount and a mounting plate, you're going to spend that anyway. So I don't know. I like it. I think people have misconceptions about what it is. Like there's a lot of like, oh, it's a Camelback, but you can't run a Camelback over with a car and have it not leak. So
no,
it's not for everybody. I acknowledge that.
I picked it up earlier.
The baby will come out wearing full gear.
Seriously heavy duty. It better come out wearing full gear. I'm not.
That's how it was conceived. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying I'm probably gonna drop the thing, so it better have a helmet at least.
Yeah, that's smart. Put the helmet on it right away.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah. I don't want it to need the helmet.
I can only imagine the amount of dad jokes to come. Yeah, there'll be some. I've been training them. Hey, Dork, I used AirC Battleborn 400-mile trip home. 100 miles of pouring rain. I stayed dry on I-75 running 75. I've heard that about that gear, that it's really good. And it's only, $350 for a full set?
Yep. I have a full set of
that's right,
ARC Battleborn gear. Mm-hmm. I look like the Michelin Man wearing it.
It's interesting.
But I've never gotten wet. That's true. Though I've never really tested it. Not like that.
We have ridden up in the snow and stuff, but never in a downpour.
Yeah, I know. I think it's probably the best budget-friendly gear out there.
Probably the best value in adventure gear.
I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah, for your bang for your buck, for sure. I mean, and Everide said as much. And he wore it in the shower with toilet paper underneath to see if any water got through. Like crazy. Yeah, I've heard good stuff about. That's a set I would like to test out, for sure.
I usually do get wet in the shower through my gear because this stuff is. This is perforated.
It's perforated leather. Of course, you're going to get wet when you wear that in the shower.
I get soaked.
Yeah, that explains the smell. Chris, have you thought about upgrading to the 450L? That is probably my dream dual sport right now, but it costs twice as much as a 250L, and I just can't justify that. I don't know. And how tall is the seat on that thing? That's my other wonder, because I have a real trouble getting on your bike. I'm a lot better now. At least I know the one cheek technique, but Hobbs wants to know how you conceived when you were at GAT. Was you got a DNA test?
Well, in reality, there are certain times where you need a different level of protection. So, on occasion, I do lose the pants.
He does.
Only the pants. I keep the boots, the gloves.
Unfortunately, I've witnessed that personally, and let's just say it's something you don't forget.
It's very creaky from the leather.
There's a lot of creaking. It's very leathery.
You hear that on the camera?
It's very...
You can hear that, right?
I'm sure you can. It's a really nice microphone.
I'm going to keep doing this.
It's very rhythmic, what you're doing.
Do I need to switch it up? Is that...
sometimes you need to. We know Dork endorses putting the kids on the bikes. How about Duck? My daughter wanted to ride horses. I set her straight to motorcycles.
So, we were talking about this the other day. I'm going to get one of those baby Bjorn things. You know what I mean? It's like a sling that holds the baby to your body so your arms are free. I'm going to wear it under my jacket.
Yeah.
And the baby will just fine. He's going to have a layer of leather or some other abrasion-resistant material between him and the road, right? Because you dress for the slide, not the ride. It'll be just fine. I don't see how that could go wrong.
Yeah, the baby's fully protected if it's under the jacket.
Exactly.
It's under the jacket. It's like you're wearing it outside. That would be ridiculous.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I could also wear it on... they make ones that go on your back, and then I would have a back protector as well.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
We're up to 47 people right now. Thanks, V-Track. Yeah, welcome, everybody. It's because of our special guest. Battleborn jacket. Captain Sam has a Battleborn, a Revit, and he likes his Icon the best. Wow, better than the Revit? Revit's supposed to be legit.
Huh.
Yeah, pre-owned. I could end up with... Hob says your sound is nightmare fuel. I could end up with, in a few years, the rhythmic creaking.
Oh.
I could end up with a 450L. I mean, once they're a little older. It's true. Silliest Man makes a great point. You can just throw frog togs over any gear and it's waterproof. And then in my head, I'm always like, but what if I crash? It'll leak. I feel like that's the least of my problems if I crash. So I don't know why the hell I feel that's so important. All right, let's answer a couple more questions before we forget.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't.
Before we get too deep into our cups. Sean wanted to know. He said, I feel a little weird using the word dork. Is there anything else I can refer to you as? The Ducfan cannot chime in, but I want you to chime in. So, what should they refer to me as other than dork? I think dork is fine when I choose to call myself that. But let's see if Ducfan has any ideas.
Ditter?
Ditter? Oh, ditter. That's a good one. Okay.
Dork in the road, ditter?
Yeah, I knew. I smell what you're stepping in.
I just felt like might need to explain that to some of your viewers.
Okay. Well, nobody in here. Everyone in here is cool right now.
That's true.
Yeah. Maybe Battleborn makes a baby Bjorn. A battle baby Bjorn?
If they do, I'm buying it. For sure.
That's rad. You need to, like, patent that shit right now and sell it to them. Buy that domain right now.
Battle Bjorn.
Battleborn baby Bjorn. Or baby Battle Bjorn. That's rad. Okay, how about this? This is a good one. Okay. If you had to choose a single motorcycle that would do everything, or just one bike, what would it be, Ducfan?
I already don't like this question.
Yeah, and not for collectability, but to do everything you want to do on. So I know you're in love with your Ducati and you would never give it up. But if you were trying to choose one bike to do everything you want to do on, what would it be?
The problem with that question is that any bike that I bought that was going to be good at everything I wanted to do would be not as good. Like, you know what I mean?
Right, it's not going to do anything well.
Right, it won't do anything well, but it'll do everything okay.
Right.
Multistrada 1260.
Really?
Yeah.
You would go with a bike you don't even have?
Yep.
Because it's sporty, but would go off-road if you needed it to.
Yeah. It would be not very good off-road. It'd be pretty good at everything else.
Huh.
Everything else.
That's interesting.
And hella fast.
It's funny, because I always said if I was going to go down to one bike, it would be the 250L. But that's one bike that I own. Right? And the twin is growing on me. Like, I can see the twin surpassing, especially because I'll lose trail riding and like the super thick underbrush exploring, but I'll be able to do most of the woods exploring that I do on the 250L on the twin. But I just wonder if there would, like, a well-equipped DRZ or 450L with like pannier racks and stuff that I could motocamp on and take on the highway if I needed to, but would also be pretty capable off-road.
Big gas tank, maybe.
Yeah, with a bigger tank, something like that. If I had to go down to one bike now, with the type of riding that I do and the type of riding that I enjoy, that would probably be, I would have to think, or, this sounds crazy, but like a KLR. Because I could take it on a trail, but also as a long highway tour or whatever. I don't know. If I had to go down to one of my bikes right now, I'd have a real hard time deciding between the Twin and the 250L. I feel like the 250L would win out just because everything I can do in the Twin, I can do in the 250L just less comfortably. But I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
The real answer to that question is to say no.
I'll never go down to one bike again.
Yeah, I need at least 2 motorcycles. 3 or 4 or 5 is even better.
Hold on. Sorry, I missed a big comment. D. Myers, last month I picked up an R1250 GSA. Hi, Pastor Fred. Never ridden off-road, headed down to some training in Cal. I just want to say watching your videos has been motivational. Thank you for posting the content. Thank you for saying that, D. Myers. Those are the comments that keep me going because I'm going to be honest with you. My channel is... blowing up is the wrong word, but I have one video doing really, really well, and so I'm getting a lot of new subscribers this last couple weeks, and it seems like when you start to get a little bit more popular, the negative people start to come out, and so those are the comments I need to hear. I'm getting some real douchebags commenting on videos here and there, so that's the kind of stuff that keeps me going. Sorry guys, we're getting so many commenters right now, I can't keep up with everything, so I'm sorry if I missed your comment. What were you going to say, Ducfan?
Oh, I was just going to say, you don't have to stroke his ego. He's doing the thing already.
It's big enough, yeah. I mean, I have enough ego, yeah.
Like, you have all this stuff, and you can't connect this thing to your big screen TV that's sitting right here so that we can actually see it.
I could if you wanted to watch us, like, and just mute it. It would be a little delayed, but why the hell would you want to do that?
Because I can't see the chat.
Just for, oh. I don't know if I can make the chat show up.
Oh.
That would be a different thing. Maybe if I ran it as a second monitor, then I could.
There you go.
Yeah, Corn, I'm not looking forward to the day I have to pick this thing up, but I've actually been thinking maybe Ducfan and I should just go out in the field or something, and then he's standing there if I can't get it picked up by myself, and practice a few times, because I need to know before I go out.
I volunteer to drop it for you.
Oh, thanks, buddy. It's pretty well protected, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's look at another question. Those of you that sent in Q&As, actually, Critter sent in one. When I asked for dorky questions, I meant like questions for Dork, but he gave me an actual dorky question.
Excellent.
Yeah. And the question was, thank you, Critter, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Which Star Wars?
That's the whole question. You get to interpret it however you want. Star Wars, if you had Star Wars or Star Trek. Agreed, hunting fishing. Trolls suck, man.
Well, Star Wars has laser swords.
It does have laser swords. I have one over here somewhere.
Star Trek has a guy who does this.
What does he do?
I can't do it in my kangaroo pose. My fingers are stuck together.
Hey, Anthony. Thanks for following me for months. I'm sorry you don't know why you're doing that, but hopefully you find out that you liked it. For me, it's a tough question because it depends on when you ask me, because like as a young man it was Star Wars all day, and recent Star Trek, it's sort of gotten away from, I'm not gonna get too nerdy, I'm not gonna get super into this right now, but away from
he wants to so badly.
I really
can
do
tell.
From the ideals, right, that it was originally created by. But I also watched this week's episode of Picard, and it was like the happiest I've been watching TV in a long time. It's not a spoiler to tell you this because it's in this trailer for the season, but it was the episode with Riker and Troy when Picard reunites with them, and that was rad. So I don't know. That is hard. It's probably Star Wars if I had to pick one, just because it's like super like visceral. I was 6 years old and it was imprinted on my brain, so it's a big part of who I am. But I like both for very different reasons these days.
That's an easy one for me, Star Wars all day.
Yep.
But I never watched Star Trek, so I don't...
Yeah, he doesn't even watch Star Trek.
Yeah.
D. Myers, Firefly, great show.
That is a good show.
It better be Star Wars or I'm unsubbing and call you lame. Okay. Picard is good, yeah. Grom or TW200 question. I love my Grom, but I would love to own a TW200. All right. Around the campfire. We should do that around the campfire. That'd be good. Okay, there's a couple more questions on here, and then we should start looking for our comments of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Ducfan, how excited are you about the bras?
Well, I tell you what, I'm not going to touch it. Not unless we like hose it off with antiviral, soap or something first.
Yeah. Okay. So now that the coronavirus joke is out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not actually worried at all about coronavirus.
That's not
totally
really a thing.
joke.
That's not really a thing.
I am most excited about torture testing the thing. I want to try to ride it across the Willamette River. And I'm not going to like pick a place that's shallow or anything. Just go and hope for the best.
Yeah, so I want to treat it nicely for a little while. I need to make a proper review, but actually go out and test it. I want to make a video of putting it together. But then I really do want to kind of push it and see what a $2,000 bike gets you. So
we are jumping that thing.
Yeah, I will jump it. Yeah, now that we've discovered that we're capable of doing that. Yeah. But it's so nice. It has so many like neat, nice features. Like it has a remote start and stuff. I almost don't want to beat the hell out of it. But
what?
I will.
It has remote start.
Yeah, it has remote start and an alarm.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
They're legit. Hold on. Best question ever, Anthony. Is Buffalo Trace the Grom of whiskey? Yes! Cheap, delicious, and you can have as much fun as you want with it.
Buffalo Trace is legitimately very, very good bourbon.
Yeah.
And it's not that expensive?
No, so buy it now because the price is going to go up.
And they make so much of it, and it is single barrel, I think. You can get a bottle of Buffalo Trace that's as good as anything out there. Its baseline is at least good, but there are excellent bottles
and
you can get. And it
has a unique draw. Each bottle has a unique character because they come from single barrels. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sorry guys, it's hard to keep up, so I apologize if I missed your comment. Don't be afraid to put it in more than once. Dork, planning on attending any rally event? I am. I'm attending the Giant Loop ride, so you should go to that, because we're going to try to do a group ride. Hobbs, thank you for that $10 donation, Hobbs. That takes me back to the Twitch days, buddy. I appreciate that, so thank you. I never get donations when Ducfan's not here, so you got to be here every time. Hobbs is in Portland, actually.
That'll buy you 1/13 of a gas bag.
That's right. That's right. Did you... Okay, this is a deep cut, but do you remember that video from Portland where a dude in a Toyota Tacoma ran over a couple of kids who were running from him?
Yes.
That was... Hobbs filmed that with his porch camera. It's legitimately his video.
You are shitting me. I watched that video like 40 times.
It is a small-ass world. That's Hobbs.
That is awesome.
Yeah. It's not fuel-injected corn. It is, in fact... Leave the Viking says watercross on the bras. It has a carburetor. So it'll be my first carb bike. Bring it down to Burnsville. We'll take it across the Alvord and try the top speed. It depends on how we get there. If I can bring more than one bike, but I'll consider it. Like I would think about bringing it. But my buddy Justin and I are going to go, and he has a DRZ, and so it may be that all the truck bed space is taken up, unless we borrow this guy's trailer, which is possible.
Go for it.
I love Bullet. Bullet was my first love. Bullet Rye was really the whiskey that got me into decent whiskeys.
I like Bullet Rye a lot.
And then Bullet 10 is really good. That's actually going to be one of my next purchases. Oh, sorry. Hobbs says, here's money to buy disinfectant. That's why he donated $10. $10 would buy you a lot of Purell. I can coat the whole damn thing in it. We could put a kiddie pool full of it and ride through it.
Well, yeah, a Purell crossing.
Yeah, ooh, good. That'd be real good.
What do you think? How well do you think Purell combusts compared to high octane gasoline?
I think if it gets in the carburetor, we're gonna have a long, slow burn.
I think it might go faster if you pour Purell right into the carburetor.
Probably it's better than some of the gasoline we have around here. Hold on. Run it over. Let's run it over with a Tacoma and turn it into a crossover episode.
Wait, I love the gas bag or the bras?
The bras. So that video is actually a Nissan Titan when I went back and watched. Oh, you're talking about with yours. Okay, I'm good. I caught up with you. How well does the new bike take aftermarket mods, suspension wiring, seats, handlebars, and so on? Are you referring to the Twin or to the bras, Cab? Bras sounds fun. Probably mod the airbox and rejet for a little extra ponies. Yeah, I'm interested. Once I kind of get the review video and a few sort of dual sport riding videos, I'm interested in really, really seeing what we can do with that thing. because I'm pretty stoked on it. So that'll be fun. I'm thinking about teaching Lil Dork to use a clutch on it, because I think she's tall enough. So, man, come pick it up on your truck. Awesome.
What is the seat height on that thing?
I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. I have not had the barrel-proof Elijah Craig, Anthony, but it is on my list of things to potentially order from Flaviar in my next order. Just joining Talk of Whiskey. You make your own in West Virginia? Damn, dude. I would like to try that. Japan's motorcycles? Pretty good. On the Twin? So the guy that had it before me modded it really extensively. So it has rocks risers. So I know that you can raise the bars or modify the bars if you need to without having to change anything. What else were you asking about? Suspension, wiring, seats, handlebars. Wiring, I also removed, he had a GPS and stuff, so the wiring direct from the battery, it's got plenty of juice for that. And there's actually a plug, a socket underneath the seat, which you can attach some accessories to. Suspension is adjustable all the way around, so I don't feel like I need to modify it because the way it's set up, it's such a nice bike.
If he's asking about the aftermarket, it's extensive.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Lots of stuff.
You can get anything for those bikes.
I did Alias. I'm ashamed to admit, because this is apparently an Oregon motorcycle sin. I did not go to the One Moto show. Have you ever been?
Yes.
You don't even know what the hell I'm talking
about?
No,
I've never heard of it.
Okay, it's an annual event in Portland, but this year it was at the Coliseum. So I want to go next year. Hobbs, you're absolutely right. Great bike for me to learn to wrench on without worrying about ruining it. Purell gets up like mad in anything with small jets, as an FYI. Yes, mistakes were made. I'm so glad we can learn from your experience. Engine says, I've modded the crap out of my Twin. Pretty simple, but then again, I'm a mechanic, so that's pretty subjective. Yeah, I suck. So it's definitely whatever's easy for you is going to be complicated for me.
We should ask him what that thingy is on the side of the thingy.
Yeah, we should. Tara Lorre would like to know who's the creep in the mask.
Who's got a mask?
No, this is just Ducfan wearing his work clothes. He just likes to look good. Somebody asked how old Chewbacca is. He is 7. I want to say 7.
He's got a lot of gray on his muzzle.
Yeah, the pugs go gray early, though.
That's true.
They really do. I really wish you could see the chat. You could help me keep up on it. You could pull your phone out and watch the chat. And then we'd have another viewer. We're up to 50 viewers. That may be the max. All right, it doesn't work with your fingers. You might have to take off one glove.
That's not. I don't want to risk my fingers.
Oh, man. Okay, last question in the Q&As. And then maybe we'll look at some comments. So last question. What is your dream trip or tour?
I want to ride from... where was it? The sled dog in Alaska. Super famous story.
Balto?
Balto. Where did he go? Not Anchorage.
Are you talking about like Whittier? Like all the way at the northern tip?
Yeah. I want to ride from the northern tip of Alaska all the way to the southern tip of South America.
Wow, I thought you were going to say Baja. You want to go all the way.
Well, I do want to ride Baja, but I would, trailer my bike to San Diego and then ride to, what's that resort town at the southern tip of Baja?
Cabo San Lucas?
Cabo, yeah. Go get some tacos in Cabo and some tequila, and then ride back to San Diego. That'd be fucking fun. Sorry, that would be... No,
it's fine. Solis Man says to send Dork through this safety course. I need to do that anyway because technically to ride in our OHV park, she's supposed to have taken the course up to a certain age. It's just they offer it about twice a year, so she hasn't had a chance yet.
It's a pain.
Yeah. Hey, Tenny. Good evening. You got me thinking about another dual sport. Going to go look at the 250 Rally. That's a great bike, and you should definitely consider it. That's rad. Engine says the thingy you're worried about on the motorcycle is called a confabulator. No touchy or go boom.
Oops.
Pre-owned corn, if you have a smart TV in your garage, just pull it up on YouTube and turn on live chat. I do have that. You can turn on live chat? I'm going to try it. This is going to get boring for a second. Prudhoe Bay. I've been there, Warped. One time. Got on a cruise ship there. It was rad. We are going to have to mute it, though, because that would get super annoying.
Prudhoe? Because I've been saying Prudhoe.
Prudhoe. Isn't it Prudhoe? I don't know why I'm asking you. You're going to have to type it
I've
phonetically.
never heard anybody actually say it out loud. I just read it, so it sounded out. It says Prudo. Or whatever.
We're going to mute this. I should be able to... Can I turn on live chat? Will it let me? That'd be interesting. Although I'm doing it from my phone, so it may not let me. Because it may think I'm doing it on the phone. So I should do it in the app. I'm doing this bad.
Okay.
I want to start with... obviously with the... look at you. You look such a badass.
Okay, I was going to ask just now. Do I look badass with my leg up here like this? Because it's extremely uncomfortable.
We're super blurry. That was our honeymoon, dear. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking.
Oh, it's way, way laggy.
Yeah, it's going to be a little blurry. Let's try it this way. Maybe it'll let me turn it on this way. I probably could have done it in there because it's the same damn app, but... Prudo.
Okay, that makes sense.
Not Prudo. Prudo.
Prude ho.
Prude ho. Yeah, that's the one. See, look, here's my channel. Don't lick me, dog. I hate it. Stop it. You're gonna have to go inside. My wife is still watching. See, look, special guest Ducfan.
Hey.
I put you on the marquee.
I know that guy.
Okay, how do I turn on live chat?
Oh, that was really a long time ago.
Here it is. Oh my God! Corn. You might be a rock star. Except for it's not showing up. Oh! There it is! Star Wars, see ya! Holy shit, you can see it! Rad. It's only a little bit behind. It's like half a second behind is all. Real good. I'm sorry it's so blurry. I spent so much time trying to make the picture look better and failed miserably tonight, so I apologize. I am actually planning to take the 250L in the Giant Loop Rally. How do you know I need some cigarettes under my sleeve? That's weird that you know that. Not so great, David? What are we talking about? I got it. Ducfan, your wife thinks you look badass with your leg up there. I'm so glad they're liking it. She did like your Panini comment. Babe, are you still watching? I know I'm looking at the TV, but you're over here. Oh, unfortunately the chat is covering up Ducfan, so he can't watch himself.
That's true. But I was just counting to see how far behind our body movements are.
Uh-huh.
It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to take a while.
The chat seems to be pretty...
It's not blurry at all? It's just blurry on my giant TV, apparently. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, I picked that glass up about a year ago.
Yeah.
That's super weird. All right, let's look at comments. Let's look at some happy comments for the week. Our wives are still watching. That's so great. I got a bunch of really great comments this week. So, whoa, I've gotten 7 subscribers since we started streaming.
Nice.
It's crazy, and they're not watching this. What I didn't do, what I should have done. So, well, visor up is way better. Here's the thing, guys. Because like I said, my videos are getting a lot more views lately. In fact, I've doubled my monthly views.
I put my visor down way before that comment.
It's getting really hard for me to keep up on all the comments, so I feel bad if you guys are commenting and I'm not replying to everything, but it's really, I'm getting a lot. It's not blurry if you're 5 bourbons in. Damn, I'm only 2 bourbons in. But I do want to point out some really great comments from the week, so Ducfan, say something to entertain them while I look for a good one.
I'm trying to get a straw in my mouth.
Here's one. Let me just start by saying what a magnificent beard you have and those huge guns. What do you lift, like 500? Jeez. That's Steven. That's Steven. One, my guns used to be so much bigger when I was so much heavier. I don't feel like there's anything... It must be the way I'm sitting in that particular video, because I don't think there's anything cray-cray in there. Hey Engine, thanks for hanging out.
Wives.
That ain't gonna work, but you might be able to get the kid out here to help you.
Kid. Kid.
This is one of my favorites. This is Mark.
Kid.
Love your... You're gonna have to maybe go get your own. Love your vid and subbed. A regular guy doing slightly above average things. That's pretty much 90% of us in the ADV world. I don't even... That's such a nice comment because I do not feel like I do above average. I'm a terrible writer. Like, it's still shaking on the camera. That's plenty of bourbons in, Dork. Thanks, babe. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Here it is. You're gonna have to go off camera.
Wow, I'm so cool. I'm so mysterious and cool.
They can hear you.
I know, right?
Okay.
To show off my meat flaps. Beef flaps.
Beef curtains.
Beef curtains.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to explain what beef curtains are to your child.
I'm not going to. I'm sad that I said that while she was nearby. That was Lil Dork. What if we mix with Jaeger? Yeah, you guys could be friends if you mix with Jaeger. It's happening. Look, we're watching it on the screen. Yeah, what are you mixing with Jaeger? Sorry, we're a little behind. Do you guys just became best friends? Do you want to go practice karate in the garage? You missed Ducfan standing up. That was pretty awesome, D. Myers. ADV, not ADD. Although, if you don't watch Attention Deficit, you should. He's a good friend of the channel, and who also likes to do the motorcycling videos. There's so many good comments
Little
this year.
Dork is not uncomfortable. She's just a middle schooler.
We didn't make her uncomfortable. Don't be like that. She hears worse than that at school.
Oh. I'm not flexible.
Yeah.
I think we need to... one of two things. We should either talk about riding KTM Super Adventures. Or...
So talk about that then.
Well, I feel like... Should we save that?
Yeah, Tenny, let me know. I don't understand. Rockstars and Jaeger. Yeah, that's good shit. It's been a while for me.
Let's save it.
Let's
talk about...
We're not even going to remember.
Let's address some of the mean comments you've gotten lately.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. I had a whole plan to, like, maybe read and respond to a few not nice comments. But my wife advised me that would be negative, and my channel's all about positivity, and would seem like I was being douchey. So I don't think we're going to do that as much as I would like to. If you want to comment in general about negative comments and why I should not get them, I mean, that's your prerogative, but I'm not going to call out specific people.
Okay.
It hasn't, and it really, honestly, it's barely one in. It's barely like 1 in 25, but it's just more than I normally see because we're just getting more views lately. It's the oldest orange chair in the world. Yeah, I don't even remember where we got that chair, dude. I have no idea. It's been in the garage forever.
This thing is solid.
Yeah, it's not very comfortable either. Thanks, Little Dork.
I guessed. You're welcome.
Guessed?
Yep.
Thanks, Little Dork. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Do you want to say anything to the people? They like to watch your videos. Tell them why they should be excited for the video that's going to come out on Monday of us riding last time.
Because we go exploring, and we might get into some snow. And then, yeah, and I fell down. Once.
You didn't fall down.
Yes, I did.
In the snow?
Yeah.
Oh, you did fall down one time. No big deal.
And I kicked a tree, and it was like...
Yeah, we did. We got into some snow. And, craziest thing, guys, you should watch the video, but for the first time ever, a subscriber recognized me in the wild. So, Corey, if you're watching, hey, and just, like, pulled over and was like, oh my god, I love your videos. So, like, I got him in the video. So, Corey's in the video. It's pretty rad. The Ducfan and the chair he is on are Squeak ASMR. Tara says the chair came from her mom's house. Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm with you. I'm not. So we're not gonna put a lot of emphasis on the trolley comments, but.
These trolls will beam up for you. I'll go pop out.
Thanks.
I'll renegade him in the face.
Thanks, babe.
Little Dork, are you watching this?
Yes.
Okay.
He'll stop being as inappropriate.
Well, no, I'm not. Well, I hear it in the background because I'm doing the dishes.
Awesome. Have fun in there. Have fun doing the woe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You hooked it up. Okay, actually, here's a kind of a funny one. So, there's nothing in there.
I don't know what...
I think she put straight bourbon in there.
I'm pretty sure this is straight bourbon.
I don't know if you're going to be able to drink that.
Well, out of a straw? Maybe not.
Oh, okay, she didn't mix it. She made straight bourbon. He was drinking a mixed drink. And now she just grabbed one of my bottles at random and put it in there.
I wish I want to know what it is because I want to know if I like it. Was it a round bottle or a square bottle?
Lil Dork, we need to know. Captain Sam, thank you for that $2 donation. That is a very cheap whiskey, but
hey, that's a shot of Yeah.
No, we're I actually have some cheap whiskey in the freezer. I should make Ducfan take a shot of. What did you make? What did you put in there? What is it?
And the world's tiniest ice cube.
Which bottle is it?
The one in the freezer.
Oh yeah, you definitely need to give him a soda then.
Yeah.
But first, take a sip of that because Captain Sam donated so that you could have a cheap whiskey, and that's definitely what that is. Okay, he's having a cheap whiskey on you. All right, thanks, little dork.
Oh yeah, that's real cold.
It was in the freezer.
Thank you.
Yeah. You don't like my outfit, Hobbs? I'm sad. Duck is not walking home. His pregnant wife is driving him home, so he's good. Little dork is occasionally very useful when we need refills or whatever. So there she is on the screen. That's pretty funny to me. Do you need help?
Not a ton of dexterity.
Yeah, you gotta break those gloves in a little bit more. I was
I
looking
don't
at
think
comments.
they're gonna break in any more than they broke in.
I didn't find. There was a couple really good ones this week. Subbed just for the awesome mute button comment. Love it. Somebody said to me, "You're very articulate." No joke.
Me?
No, me.
Oh.
On one of my comments, and I took that as a huge compliment. But it must be that English degree.
Okay.
I should definitely next time I'm learning pick the comments ahead of time that we want to read.
Yeah. Going back to the not feeding the trolls.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I agree with that sentiment. One thing I do want to address, though, that I think is really interesting is people blaming you for the price of things. As if you set the price or own the company or something.
Yeah, I did not set the price of the giant loop gas bag. I do think it's a good product, and I personally would spend the money on it, but I understand if other people think it's expensive.
Yeah. If you don't want to spend the money on it, then buy something else. It's that simple. It's not... Who cares? I saw a dude today when I was driving over here in a very lifted Ford Excursion. I mean like minimum 10 inches lifted.
Mm-hmm.
With huge wheels, low profile tires. Right? This is a diesel Excursion. Big wheels, low profile tires.
Big wheel, keep on turning.
Lifted. And then he had wheel spacers so wide that the wheels were not inside the fenders. Like I could see his brake
Hi, Dave.
discs and calipers. You're not supposed to be able to see those. That puts a weird force on your wheels when you're trying to brake. And
So, at least, man, I can hear my wife laughing at your comment.
I didn't blame him for that. It's just a weird ass thing to do. Like, to each his own. Spend your money how you want to spend your money. I don't get it.
That's your deal. Yeah, my wife loves it when we talk about the gas bag.
Bambino.
Gas bag?
I like how the delay here. I don't know what I was talking about when I was going like this and then like this, but that's fun.
Our wives are cracking up in there. Gas bag, gas bag, gas bag, gas bag.
Ducky, I like that. Buy quality or buy again.
It's true.
Within reason, at least.
So it's interesting you mentioned that English degree. Congrats on getting a job, because once I finished that degree, I was like, what the hell am I going to do now? Which is how I ended up teaching. So I had to get another degree to be able to get a job, and now she's laughing. And now I don't even use it in my daily job, but it got me to where I am. So I mean, it was worth it. Yeah, I'd be interested. I haven't looked much at the other gas bags, Angel, so that's a good point.
Yeah, I didn't even know there were other companies out there.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Wilson is in there.
Yeah, it's Cap. Cap watches every video. Comments on all of them. Buy once, cry once. Babe, gas bag. We'll find out what the delay is when we hear her laugh. Yeah, I think it's a great product for a very specific application, and so if that's what you're looking for, I don't know if you can beat it. Like, I don't worry about that thing at all, and it's exactly what I wanted. I like it better than the Rotopacks. And my wife is a budget analyst for the state with an English degree, so we eventually make it work. I might have to go to the bathroom. Can you handle this by yourself?
I was just trying to figure out how I'm going to get my fly down wearing my gloves.
You might have to take one glove off.
Well, that's dangerous.
I don't disagree with you. You might cut yourself.
Taco night.
Taco night.
It's not the gas I'm worried about after taco night.
What is it?
No, it's slightly more solid than gas. Slightly.
Barely. All right, I'll be right back.
Slightly.
We can tag out. So talk to the chat people. I'm gonna get some more ice and urinate.
Okay.
All right, I'll be right back. Taco night.
So now that he's gone, we can get real. Yeah. So, I rode a KTM 1290 Super Adventure, and this is the one comment that I have about it. It has those Continental TKC 80s or whatever those tires are at about 50 miles an hour in fourth gear. If you open the throttle maybe 3/4 of the way, the traction control intervenes. So a motorcycle that powerful with those tires, I don't think it makes any sense at all. That being said, don't tell my wife, I already bought one. So, I'm waiting to hear the reaction in the other room when she finds out that I already bought that motorcycle and haven't showed it to her yet. I don't hear anything yet. I might not be able to hear because I'm wearing my earplugs. Because I'm, that's part of my ATGAP. Hunting, fishing, yes, Ducatis are expensive to maintain, but not as expensive as people would say. People who don't like them.
What did you buy?
I'm kidding, but
They're watching, yeah.
oh,
Yeah, they're watching. My wife says it smells good, for the record. I don't know why I'm looking at the TV. You're not on TV.
The
My wife
gas
says it
bag
smells good. No, my beard.
oh,
Ducky, I get about 50 miles per gallon. You're supposed to get 70, but I've never seen anything close to that. No matter where I ride. This thing's almost empty. I'm going to have to order more from Flatland. Because I have a bunch of credit because people keep signing up with my referral link. It's rad.
But engine, the desmodromic valves are what make it good.
I don't know why I'm looking over here when I can be looking over here. Tara Lorray would like to know how the beard smells. You're not going to say?
Huh?
You're supposed to tell how the beard smells.
Bring it in.
Well, that was uncomfortable.
Some tasting notes.
Hints of leather and vanilla.
Cedar, a little bit of coffee.
There's coffee for sure.
Maybe some dark chocolate.
Mmm.
A little bit of dark chocolate. That's about it. My palate for beards is not very refined.
That's true. He hasn't spent a lot of time sniffing beards.
Yeah.
I'm going to get very comfortable here with y'all. Oh, let's see how this looks. It looks real good. Yeah, literally our viewership just dropped down to 0. Everyone's like, peace!
At all. That was weird.
Yep. That was creepy. I agree. Mrs. Duck would like Duck to sniff the beard one more time. I'm good.
If I sniff the beard again, can I buy a KTM 1290 Super Adventure?
Good question, yeah. Look at this crotch shot I'm giving everybody. Why did I do that to myself? Detol and Char. By the way, do you see this? This right here? My kid made me this in pottery class like 2 years ago. It's my garage ashtray. She's a rock star. Great question, Corn. Thank you. Yeah, I was manspreading. I use beard butter. What the hell is the brand I use? It's really good. I really like it. But I started using it once it got this long. It makes a big difference. What?
Where do you get it?
Beard butter?
Yeah.
From Walmart.
Is it in with like the dairy or?
Yes, it's with the dairy stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. My wife enjoyed the man spreading, and also there's a female symbol on the TV, but not on the computer. Super weird.
It is weird.
You can see that later, babe. I just realized that the license plate on my Versys is totally visible because the rag fell off. Hold on, I'm gonna cover that up, even though you can totally see it, so it doesn't matter because you've already seen it.
Q4 exhaust. That sounds familiar.
Is that what you're running?
I can't remember. I think that mine is comparable now because I put the silencer thing, the insert quieter feature.
Beard butter? Is that what they're calling it these days? Yes. Indeed. Look, I just show the full thing when I go to cover it up like an idiot.
You know what I've just noticed? My neck is particularly exposed.
Yeah, you probably need a beard.
I'm waiting for the video feed to show up. I could take a rock or like some barbed wire fencing or something, or a bumblebee.
Yeah, that's
right
all of those.
in the neck.
Two of the three of those things have happened to me.
Yeah.
You know, there's that video where we rode through all those bees. That was not awesome.
That was the damnedest thing.
Michael, you could buy it if you want. I'm selling it. It's a great bike, but I have this one now. Yeah, that was a hell of a day. We went by, we were like, what's with all the bees? And then we looked over and there was beehives like 50 feet off the road and like a lot of them. Like, and they were bouncing off. Like, we just hit the gas and got the hell out of there.
I mean, where's your microphone?
It's right there.
Oh, this big microphone looking
Yeah,
thing?
the giant thing that looks like a microphone.
I wonder if I can make it sound like what it sounded like when we were riding through the bees. It sounded like this.
It was a lot like that, yeah.
I wonder if that sounded like the
Also,
bees
he
or-
found the microphone.
That was probably super loud. I hope I didn't
This is
hurt anybody.
more ASMR. We're all about the ASMR. Yeah, look at you pointing at it. We're so far behind. Pretty funny.
I wonder, like, what's the reason for that? Like, this is...
It's a stream delay. It's standard. It's a thing.
Is that YouTube?
Well, it's any streaming service because they keep it a little bit behind because then there's room for buffering or whatever if you need it. Gas mileage. I'm getting around 40 on the highway. Yeah, seems to be. It has a constant gas mileage gauge, so it'll tell you about 40. It could probably be better. My wife says, "See here, Dork handle." Yeah, that's the only handle she uses it for. Hey Dork, how long is your show gonna run? Just curious. Might want to know how to time your work night. I feel like we never do more than 2 hours. But Ducfan and I may choose to have a Mr. Puff Puff, which we have to do offline, and also he has to get his pregnant wife home at a decent hour. So, how much longer do you think we'll be on?
She's probably taking me home at this point.
Right. Hey. So, I would say another half an hour, probably at the longest.
I don't know what time it is because my watch.
It is 8:18.
Can't see it.
Yeah, well, that's not that get. Bees off your helmet sounds like Harley's. No, I figured it was a typo, Daryl. I'm so glad you have a pet cock, Hobbs. Do you pet it often? I could see myself getting a DRZ at some point. Hobbs, tell me, I don't know why I have this thing where I feel like carbureted bikes are like less responsive and less reliable or fun, but how do you like the carbureted DRZ? Because I'll get some experience with it when I get the bras.
Well, I just want to point out
Your Ducati.
my Ducati is carbureted. Do you want to know?
That's probably why That's probably why I think that. Yeah, please describe. I'm sure not everyone here has seen your video. If you could describe how the Ducati carb performs compared to other bikes, that'd be great.
Well, I should point out it is aftermarket, but whatever. When you twist the throttle,
That's right, Ducky.
instead of going, okay, let's go, it just goes like that.
I'm sorry, I don't think I got that. I'm sorry, I missed it.
Well, it sounds a lot cooler obviously, because it's a Ducati.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do the Italian accent
While screaming?
while screaming.
It's
yeah.
like, hee-haw, hee-haw, like Dominic.
Dominic the
Italian
donkey,
Christmas
that's right.
donkey. Yeah. That's legit. Your wife's laughing. Yeah, D Myers. DRZ is a great bike. XR with bumper carb is very responsive. I bet. See, so Lisa's symbol is the same as on my locker because he sent me that. Hey, a few of you have YouTube channels, so make sure that you shout those out. Tell people to subscribe to you. I want to support you guys. TW200 or CRF250 Rally. I feel like those are two very different motorcycles, even though they're similar size and both dual sports. But the 250 is a lot taller. So if you're a new rider or a shorter rider, or someone just doesn't have a lot of confidence, the T-Dubs is such a great bike. But if you're gonna ride and if you're gonna trail ride, because I think that the Rally with all of the fairings and stuff is not as good of a trail riding bike. But if you're gonna get on the highway at all, and the height doesn't bother you, the Rally is so much better, and they'll do almost everything else that the T-Dubs does. Personally, what do you think? I love the T-Dubs, by the way. That is like the bike with the most character I can think of off the top of my head.
I'm still thinking about carbs.
It sounds like someone taking liberty with a turkey.
We have a lot of turkeys in my neighborhood, so I can confirm that, yeah, that is correct.
Hey, how tall are you, Ducfan? Hey, Isabel.
I call myself 6'3".
But you're 6'2".
Well, I'm taller than my dad, who calls himself 6'2".
Well, I'm taller than my dad, who calls himself 5'10", but my wife assures me I'm only 5'10", so... Yeah, Hunting Fishing has a channel. Critter Moto has a channel. Check them out. For show. Critter rides a 250L. So, I don't know when the next time Critter... This is actually Ducfan. I don't know when the next time Ducfan will be here with us is. It would be great if it was every weekend, but... Do you guys have any questions for the Ducfan while we have him? Anything you want to know Ducfan's opinion on? He has a lot of opinions, and he will wax at length, philosophical, what you have. Corn, it's a little heavier, though, isn't it, Corn? Nothing wrong with a carbureted bike. Right, and I know people have ridden carbureted bikes forever. I just don't have any experience with them, and so I feel like they're less responsive and take a while to warm up, and I just want to be able to start up and go. I don't know. That's probably stupid. Probably dumb.
Yeah, my experience with carbureted bikes, they are harder to start cold. My Ducati, when it's warm, starts as fast as any vehicle I've ever driven.
Mm-hmm.
And the throttle response on my Ducati is impressive, but it is not stock at all. A well-maintained carburetor is 95% as good.
Okay. And easier to fix on the trail.
They are easier to fix.
Ducfan, everyone wants you to start a channel. I've been telling you that for 3 years. He has a great idea for like an intro and everything, but he just doesn't make videos. He's probably not going to get to ride that much once his kid is born.
It's more about time. Like, I don't feel like I have enough time. Contributing is easy because I can just show up and BS.
I'll do the editing, yeah.
Yeah. Actually making videos takes a lot more time.
Mustang. The 2020 Twin, I think it's a sweet bike. I love the 1100, and it's got all the electronics like a KTM, but they're a lot more expensive, so I'm very happy with my 2016, but it's a hell of a bike. Best short inseam motorcycle. Are you thinking about a dual sport or in general? I think I have a soft spot in my heart for the Kawasaki Vulcan 650 if you're looking at a cruiser, and I think the Rebels, the new Rebel 500s are also really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Tara says your lawnmower video is the best. If you guys haven't seen Ducfan's lawnmower video, what the hell are you doing with your life? You got to go all the way back to 2017. Cab Duck has made me a couple videos, for sure. I haven't, Clark. My first Chinese bike will be the Bras when it gets here this week. Yes, mainstream, I do worry about that, and I'm not careful enough with the things I show, like, for instance, my freaking license plate. Like an adventure bike hunting fishing? That's rough. Honestly, the Africa Twin, it's tall, but it doesn't feel as tall as it is, so that's a good one. Let me put it to you this way: if you have an injection belt, you're stuck. Ducfan, why do you roll your pants?
Because it looks real nice.
Does it?
I think so. It's because these are 36 inseam, and I'm really a 34.
Pre-owned, where, you're in Washington, right?
I feel like I have to really show this off now.
Yeah, bro, you should definitely lean right into that.
Hey, these are... Can I twist it so people can see? Yeah. That's why.
He likes to show off the goods. He likes to show off the goods.
I'll make sure that's in the camera. These are selvage. Selvage.
Real nice. Isabel wants to know what you ride. Isabel's a guy, by the way.
What?
He told me that one time. What do you ride?
A Yamaha WR250R and a 1995 Ducati Supersport 900 SSSP.
Good night, Michael. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, pre-owned is in Vancouver. Awesome. That's doable. What is your next bike going to be, Ducfan? They're not tobaccos. He's not actually wearing riding jeans.
What is pegging?
I feel like
The
that's
only pegging I
inappropriate.
know of is nothing to do with jeans.
Yeah.
They are Red Wings. Good eye.
Very nice. Very nice.
I like these.
Isabel wants to know why you're wearing a helmet. Ducfan's just at-gat all the
At-gat.
time.
At-gat.
100% at-gat.
All the gear, all the time. All the time.
Yeah, his wife is watching, so she could comment. He wears it all the time, right? Like in the shower, and even your young child was conceived
That's why it's so
while
clean.
wearing full gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super clean.
Very squeaky.
Korn says your next bike is a 1290 KTM.
Maybe.
I feel like you need that.
I have a lot of reasons why the 1290 KTM is a really stupid bike to buy. But I really want one. Like, real bad.
I think an Africa Twin is a lot better choice, but I'm not you.
It's not about being a smart choice.
Mrs. Duck
Or a logical choice.
Mrs. Duck confirms at-gat. Even during conception.
That just says all the gear, all the...
Yeah, she doesn't know, you guys. Don't be dicks. She doesn't know the acronym.
All the gear, all the...
D. Myers does not like that you were insinuating that he might have meant a different kind of pegging. All right, any other questions for my boy? I feel like we're gonna wind down here real quick so that we can have a Mr. Puff Puff, since we can't do it on camera.
Right? What motorcycle is about logic or being reasonable? Fun is the answer.
Oh wow. Okay. Taking 5 days of off-road training in 2 weeks. When I get done, what do you suggest for skill building? Well, geez, I feel like you'll learn a lot in your training, right? And you'll practice those same skills. But honestly, the thing that I've built the most skills on depends on what you're riding, D. Myers. But if there's an OHV park near you and an ability to get out on some trails of varying difficulty, especially technical stuff, that's where you build your skills. Like, I don't build a lot of skills riding forest roads. But every day we go out, I get better.
All gear, all time.
So, I mean, I would recommend some sort of trail riding. That's really where you get a chance to learn a bunch of skills all at once. That's what I think. What do you think, bruh?
I think you learn a lot on trails real fast, or you crash a lot.
Right, and which is a learning experience, too.
Yes, it is.
Duck fam. I love it. We don't have ringtones anymore because we have smartwatches and they just vibrate, Corn. What would it be, though? What ringtone would I put in for you? It would be like Pantera or something. Or, no, it would totally be Metalocalypse.
Well, that would be good.
It would 100% be Metalocalypse. Thanks, Leif. You're riding it. Okay, you're riding an R1250. Well, I don't know if I would take that on the trails unless you're real ballsy. But
yeah, that really depends on what trails mean in your area.
right, try to find some double track, old logging road stuff to explore, and really get really good. I think the most important skill, no joke, if you're going to be out exploring, is turning around. Like the quick turn,
useful.
like the plant spin turn and the kickstand turn. You have to be able to turn around if you get up a trail and you're like, oh shit, this doesn't go anywhere. And with a big bike, it's even more important. Everything else you can take slow or waddle your way through. Yeah,
or you can just do what we do and just say, you know, this trail's just going to get easier and easier as we go. So just keep going.
Yeah. And then it does not. It does not get easier.
Yeah.
Never say, oh, this actually doesn't look that bad. Or Ducfan, in his case, this doesn't look that steep. Because it was actually quite steep.
If we just keep going, it will get better.
It does not get better. It's never gotten better one time.
No, never.
Not one time. There's a lot. The old videos are of us being terrible. There's a KLX 300R. I didn't know that.
KLX?
I knew it was a KLX 230. The new KLX 230 looks legit. Slide hook. I like it.
It sounds fun.
Yeah. Single track is... We gotta get back out and trail ride once the snow melts.
Yeah, I really like single track, but...
It would be interesting to try it on a bike that isn't as heavy as ours. Yours is a little bit better than mine. When in doubt, throttle out. I gotta learn that, Corn. It goes against every instinct your body has. You always want to stop. I think next time we go trail riding, I'll take the 110F.
This guy?
I would be supremely confident on that thing. Except for on hill climbs.
Oh, it's not in the video at all. I'm just patting that
It's
thing.
not, yeah. KLX 300R 2020. Legit. I'm looking it up right now.
Let's check that
I
out.
almost man-spreaded, like, in an embarrassing way. Let's see. KLX 300R. That's a great bike, motorcycle. Also, great name. $54.99. 300R. That's a dirt bike. Okay.
Wait a minute. Motorcycle, is that a Death Clock reference?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure that Death Clock has a motorcycle.
KLX 300R, yeah?
It's like a cruiser.
Do not look that up. It's okay, babe. It's a dirt bike. I don't need one of those yet.
It's like a cruiser with 2 sidecars on each side. 2 on the right, 2 on the left.
That's the motorcycle? I think you showed me that.
I need one of those.
Like our exploration videos in the Mount Hood area. So it's interesting because I am close to Mount Hood in that I'm in Oregon, but I'm not. Mount Hood is 2 hours away. Not quite 2 hours, right?
Brutal.
Brutal motorcycle.
Hell yeah, brutal.
Come back to Browns. You could try a different. Yeah. We're coming back to Browns. We love Browns. We love Browns a lot, actually. I think Huckleberry is our favorite. It's my favorite because it's easier all around, but Browns has so much good stuff.
We've only...
I prefer camping at Browns for sure.
We have spent a lot of time at Browns. I think we've ridden hundreds of miles at Browns.
Probably, because we've done a few 30, 40 mile days, 30, 40,
Yeah.
50 miles. That day I fell down and hurt myself. It was a long day.
We haven't even seen a fraction of what's available out there in the Tillamook Forest.
Yeah, no, it's a great area.
I would say that Huckleberry, from what we've seen, is better, but Browns, there's so much more out there, I don't even know.
It's true. We haven't scratched the surface. And, like, Sidewinder alone is a hell of a long, nice trail. Half an hour? That's awesome, D. Yeah, I wish I was half an hour from the woods. Unfortunately, it's at least an hour. And I actually I went out this week on the Twin thinking, I know a spot I can get into the woods that's a little closer, and I got there and it was all locked gates. So I have a video of me failing to get into the woods that's coming probably later this week. That might be Thursday's video. I haven't decided yet. If not Thursday, then the following Monday. But It's actually a street riding video, mostly because I could not actually get into the woods. I tried. Yeah, my wife loves the state forests. Thanks, Rookie. Yeah, pray for Duck's son. He'll need it.
Yeah, I want to explore browns in my 4x4 as well as my...
Yeah, we'd like to do that.
There's some cool stuff out there.
Bullet or Buffalo Trace? Great question. I actually think I like Buffalo Trace more. And because, like we talked earlier, it has each bottle is kind of unique. But Bullet is real good. You can't go wrong with either one. Especially for the price.
Yeah, those are good. Those are solid examples.
Like
I have been to Black Butte.
Yeah, I used to...
on horseback.
I've never... Yeah, same. Yeah, I've never ridden motorcycles in Black Butte.
My wife loves horses.
My daughter needs to go horseback riding with you. You promised.
I'll take her horseback riding. I don't own a horse, so we're going to have to find one.
My stepdad used to work at the store at Black Butte, so I spent a lot of time there as a kid. Serious question for Ducfan. What if your son-daughter wants to go to OSU?
If he or she wants to pay their own way, that's, I'm not going to get in their way.
I've pondered this same question. Fortunately, my daughter wants to be a veterinarian, so OSU is the clear choice. But, or a zoologist. But
yeah.
My kid needs to go wherever the program that they need is.
I mean, if my kid needs to go to a cow college, is that the correct name?
It used to be, not anymore, but yes.
Yeah.
It was an agricultural college originally, yes.
I mean, I will definitely take my kid to the Civil War.
But you will not.
I will wear all duck gear.
Yeah.
And root for the Ducks and laugh in my kid's face when the Ducks are winning. Just saying.
Legit. Ducfan's name is actually... Well, do you want to explain it? I don't have to speak for you.
Yeah.
It's a double.
Duck, D-U-C. I am a graduate of the University of Oregon, so I am a Duck fan, but I also like Ducati motorcycles.
I'm with you, Hobbs.
D-U-C, Duck, there you go.
Yeah, it's actually pretty clever. That's exactly that is the explanation.
Okay.
So what else are you going to say?
I really want that for my license plate, and some other asshole already has it. I'm going to find him someday and steal his license plate.
I'll pass it on, Cab. Yeah, she's actually leaning more towards zoology lately. So, but we have one of the best veterinary programs in the country at OSU. She's also right now she's actually doing a project on UC Davis because apparently they have a really nice vet program, but a private school in California. I can't afford that. No way. She's gonna pay for her own college anyway. I had to. Yeah. What do you think? Are we winding down? We think maybe 5 more minutes? Whoa, Anjin! Duck needs another drink. Thanks, Anjin. Oh, he does. It's totally empty. Look at you. You're such a smart fella. Corn has a question for you. It's a great question for you. I've actually ridden the Scrambler. Did you ride it that day?
Yeah, so I've only ridden one Ducati Scrambler.
Here she is.
And I think that it is a legitimately very fun motorcycle.
We're taking care of it, Anjin. Thank you for that donation. Sincerely, thank you.
Some people might be critical of this, but there's how many different kinds of scramblers are there?
Like 19?
Yeah, there's a boatload of different scramblers. And so I think the Desert Sled
what are you doing, kid?
version of the Ducati
I need you to take this.
is super cool. I probably wouldn't buy one, which is a weird thing to say when I like them a lot.
Yeah, they're fine, but there's a lot of bikes that do the same thing.
Yeah, they're very fun. They're kind of fashionable.
You're not on camera, you're fine.
They would go nicely with my boots and jeans. Just saying.
You would buy a bike purely for fashion?
Yeah, it would
Duck
go
Fan's
nicely
offspring is Baby Duck,
It would go nicely with my boots.
Egon. Egon.
If I was going to buy a Ducati tomorrow, it would be a Multistrada. I don't fit on the the Panigales very well, and I have no reason to buy a motorcycle that is that ridiculous. Yeah, it is sexy. It's a good looking bike.
Ooh, that garbage smells. She opened it.
Um,
I'm trying to get the cat and it didn't work. I can see myself doing it on camera.
yeah, there's a dog over here.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
cat over
easy.
there.
That's too easy. Ooh,
But yeah, they're
garbage
super
reeks.
fun.
What's in
They're not intimidating, I don't think.
I actually found it kind of intimidating, but I think
You were a little early in your
right.
riding
This was
experience.
I was like 600 miles into riding, and I was still, because I was using my 500F, just dumping the clutch every time,
Yeah.
not feathering it in, and so I felt like it was like jerk. It was like trying to get away from me every time. But that's my fault. Like I know
Yeah.
better than that now, so I would definitely ride it differently. But
You need to ride my Ducati sometime to feel like that's a real Ducati clutch.
I feel like for now I would, or now that I'm 3 years in, Hobbs. Oh my God! Thanks, Hobbs.
Holy shit.
Lil Dork, Hobbs just donated $20 towards your college fund. Thank you,
know what that
Hobbs.
means?
Hobbs, this is for you, bud.
Hey, how do you say that? Kaboya?
I think it's Cabayoth. Cabayoth.
There's a cat.
Hey, Hobbs just donated $20 to your college fund.
That's what Terry said, and I was like,
Yeah.
Cabayoth.
Thanks, Hobbs.
You need to know the ultimate motorcycle, the best motorcycle in the world, is a stretched turbo Busa with at least a 300 tire on the back. Bar none. It is the best motorcycle of all time. For
Hey.
everything.
Whoa, mother. Don't ruin my bottle. Hey, Hobbs, for old time's sake, should we do a 185 to thank you for your donation? I think that Ducfan and I should do 185. So give me a noun, a person, place, or thing, Hobbs, and we will do we'll do 185. I will. Ducfan might help me. I don't know. Give me. I've not done this in a while, so I'm probably rusty, and I'm 3 bourbons in, so it's going to be garbage. But that's why you get 3. So for those of you that don't know, 185 is an improv game, and what you do is you make up a joke, and it follows a simple formula. 185 whatevers. So 185 pugs walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve pugs here." Pug says blank.
It's
Pug
correct,
says
$22.
snort, 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 or whatever. Kawasaki H2 with knobbies. That's what I'm talking about.
Only if you put knobbies on it, and you got to stretch the swing arm. That's that's required.
Stretched, yeah, 100% of the time. You getting tired of wearing that helmet yet?
No, it is quite comfortable, very light.
That's
I
good.
can hear very well,
I'm
though
so
I do
glad.
have my earplugs in because I'm AGAT.
Right, yeah, 100% of the time. You gotta protect those ears, especially when you're sitting next to me. Hobbs, you gotta give me a noun, bud. You still in here? You gotta still be here. Seriously, that garbage.
He didn't just throw that out there and then bail, right?
No, Hobbs is all about it. Hobbs is gonna be at the Giant Loop ride. It's too bad you're not gonna be there.
Ugh, stupid baby.
I know. How dare you? What do you mean you don't want to be 5 hours away when your baby could be born any day? That's so stupid. Daryl, yes. I have a couple from last summer of moto camping on the Versys, but that's one of the big reasons why I wanted the twin. So you can actually see the bags, but I have the panniers from Giant Loop, the Mototrek panniers. But I plan on moto camping on it very soon. I actually ordered a sleeping pad today, an insulated pad, so I can go out this spring instead of having to wait until summer because my other pad sucks. It's not warm enough, and it is not thick enough for me as a side sleeper. Yeah, Ducfan's gonna join our ranks. He's watched me be a dad for long enough that that he's finally like, okay, I can do that if you can.
D. Myers, thank you.
Yeah, put it in a cage. That's what I do with my dog.
Yeah, dogs are just fine. You can leave them all day. It's no big deal.
Oh, babies is the topic. Hobbs' topic is babies. Okay, hold on. I gotta think about that for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little slow. It's because I've been drinking. Nothing crazy, Jim, but I do want to get out and do maybe one big trip for sure this summer. It's so nice to have the summer off to be able to do those things. Hold on. I have so not played this game in so long. I really have to think about it. Hold on.
It has been a while.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crate train that thing. You could put like one of those pads down. It'll poop on the pad. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I think that's what babies do. You know.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. 185 babies walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve babies here." Baby says, "I'm not here to drink. I just need some huggies." It's garbage. It's garbage. Garbage. This is why you get 3. I got nothing right now. Hold on. I'm going to think harder. Usually get 1 good one. And the other 2 are complete garbage. Complete. I have to think hard.
750 is a good bike.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bike that you can... I mean, it's got all the Ducati character, but you can really let it go. You know, it's kind of like the slow bike ridden... What's the phrase?
Slow bike riding a slow bike. Slow bike ridden fast is the most fun. It's more fun to ride a slow bike fast than it is to ride a fast bike slow.
There we go.
That's why the Grom is so great.
There we go.
That's why the Grom is a beast.
Mass unsubscribe.
That's what I get.
Is it because we're talking about, you know, mistreating babies? Is that
I think
what
it's because
you
of
guys
my
don't like
shitty ass
mistreating
pun.
babies?
I think it's because my pun is real bad. I haven't come up with anything good yet. Hold on.
What is a new baby crises?
Bro,
Are we talking about like
wait till you get croup.
if we're, you know, on a long ride and the baby has to stop a lot or something? I don't even know. Like what? Why can't you crate train a baby?
Why can't you can't?
Fast bike, go fast, fast. Yeah.
I would like to moto camp on the ground if I had the gear for it, but I don't. I mean, I don't even know what I could even get on there. One sleeping bag and just sleep under the stars and hope for the best.
That would be a fun video.
Yeah, no, I've seen a guy do it. He hammock camped though, and I can't sleep on my back.
It would be funnier to do a moto camp on the Grom, and you get there and you've got like just a spork. Like an
Like a
REI
cup of noodles?
titanium spork.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing else.
185 babies walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve babies here." Baby says, "Wah!" That's hot garbage. That's hot garbage. Oh, my babe's got it. Oh! Tara is way funnier than me. 185 babies walking to a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve babies here." Baby says, "I'm not going to be here long. I'm doing a pub crawl."
D. Myers. That's not bad.
Normally just chilling. You guys are way better than me right now.
That's
God
pretty
damn
good.
it. I'm sucking. The guy with 20 years experience can't come up with a damn thing. Okay, I owe you one more and it's going to be real good. It's going to be real good.
This is why they don't let you drink before you do your job.
Mm-hmm. That's true. They typically don't let me drink before I do my job. They don't know.
Honda monkeys.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a great video. That was a great video. Yeah, Miss Dork's showing me up right now.
I haven't ridden two-stroke in years.
185 babies walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve babies here." Baby says, "Come on, I'm just going to have onesie." Anjan's right. Babies are pretty durable. I dropped mine on her head more than once from a low height.
That makes me feel better.
They're pretty durable. Try not to drop them on the head. Avoid the neck area. But for the most
that's
part,
why
you can't break them.
At the baby.
Right. Right.
Right. I'm gonna have to see how small a rye can make their helmets.
Right. All right. I'm thinking it's probably time. What do you think? To switch to Mr. Puff Puffs. We probably should bid adieu to our friends.
What's a Mr. Puff Puff?
It's a delicious dried plant leaves that you set aflame. I am yes, I'm married to Mrs. Dork. That's why that's her name. Her name is Mrs. Dork because we're married.
I can't tell if KLR Motorcycle, if that's a. Whoa! What just happened?
I don't know. We're losing it.
I don't know if that's a.
There you go.
I don't know if that's a death clock reference or not, but
I thought he said it was.
he did say something. I feel like we've got more stuff to talk about. Weed.
We don't weed that often. Although it's legal here, so we could if we wanted to.
It is very legal.
Yes, we could if we wanted to. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. We should probably bail.
Marijuana.
So, what are your final thoughts on tonight's live stream, Ducfan?
The delay in the video is throwing me off because the chat seems to be like they respond to the chat.
See, he says it is.
Oh, good. Am I doing it? I can't tell because my gloves won't let me.
You're not doing it well, but I think I get the gist.
Yeah.
Thanks, Daryl.
185 chickens.
You're gonna finish your thought, or
No, probably not.
okay? Well, I just want to say, one, thank you all for being here. It was real fun. We'll do this again next Friday night, and next Friday night we'll announce the winners of the giveaway. So that's exciting, and I'll stop talking about gas bags all the time.
Something that's gonna, spoil everything. Turns out Ducfan won all of the stuff.
Yeah, it's super weird how Ducfan randomly won the giveaway. I don't know how that happened.
Randomly.
Two, I just want to say thank you to everyone who donated tonight. That's so awesome. Thank you, Hobbs. Thank you, Anjin. Thank you for tossing that money out for and Sam for cheap whiskey and my kids' college fund. It's much appreciated. And three, we can't wait to do this again. Hopefully next week. Tell Ducfan if you want him to come back, because I think we should have Ducfan every time. Personally, I don't understand how we do this without him in the future. But I appreciate your support. Thank you all for watching. It's been so great, just seeing all your comments and just hanging out with you guys these last couple weekends. So I wish that we were on. Twitch so I could
rigged.
I could raid somebody, but I can't because it's YouTube. So we're just gonna have to sign off. So for now, what are you doing, dog? I just want to say thank you very much, and as always, don't forget. My dog is such an idiot. Don't forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, y'all.